Good morning, good morning, good morning, you lovely lot. It is about 11 o'clock and it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to me. Happy Mother's Day to all of you out there. I know Mother's Day in the UK is on a different date to like Canada and America, I believe. So happy double Mother's Day to those of you that will celebrate Mother's Day on a different day. But from the UK, happy Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all of you celebrating today. I also want to do a shout out to those of you who are finding today very difficult because of the loss of your mother, and I can't even begin to imagine what you're experiencing and how you are feeling. But please know that your mum will always be watching over you. And I know I've got a few friends at the moment who are going through that upset and trauma. So just wanted to do just a little something, just to say a little something for those people that are finding today less than easy. This is what my Kenzie bear has bought me for Mother's Day. Look at that. My own little terrarium. I'm thinking of getting into terrariums. Not personally getting into it because that would be impossible. They're tiny and I'm huge. But, you know, creating some. And so this is one he's bought me, which is beautiful. And then I'm going to put my card up here as well. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful and colourful? I love the pink. That's really sweet. He's put from your favourite son. I said to him, you are each of you, both you and Brendan, are my favourite sons, obviously because you're my only sons, but my favourite sons for different purposes, different reasons as to why you are my favourites. So Kenzie, Lee and Brendan have all just gone off now to have a belated birthday and a Mother's Day lunch at the garden centre with Lee's mum. And I would have gone, but unfortunately I'm working at 1 o'clock. I've also left my glasses, so I need to go and get my glasses before I go to work. So I need to pick those back up from Joseph's, then go to the 1 hour dog job that I'm doing, and then I'm going to go and see my own mum. For Jackie and I are doing, and Georgia and Jasper are now coming, doing like a Mother's Day afternoon tea. So we've all brought some bits to put together a tea, and then we will treat mum to that. Obviously dad as well, but you know. Anyway, we'll do my teeth. I just want to draw your attention to this product I've been trying out. It was sent to me for free by Imim, and if I liked the product, and only if I liked the product, I was to do a review on it. Either way, I get to keep the product, but I was under no obligation to do the review if I didn't think it was a product that worked. Now, I should have done a before and after on this, but my eyes were beginning to look very sort of wrinkled under here. My skin in general was starting to look really wrinkled. I'm 46, going through the menopause. I spend a lot of time outside. These things were going to happen. In the summer, I never wear suntan lotion. I'm very bad. So my skin ages quicker. These are the two products that you get. You get the eye serum with a little dropper, and you get the soothing eye cream, which has a little dispenser. It also comes with a little protection thing here so that it doesn't push down unless you want it to. You know, if you were to put it in your bag to go traveling or whatever. But I haven't got that on there anymore because I've been using it. But it's a good thought out process to stop these things squirting in your bag if you chuck them in your bag to travel. So start with the first one. This one is serum. You have a dropper, and I literally just put a couple of drops into the palm of my hand like that. Just drop the dropper, and then rub it on my fingers and go underneath like that. And even that really is too much. Probably one drop would have been more than enough. So I have been cheating, and I've been using it in other areas, which I'll be honest with you, I know it's not designed for other areas, but it's anti-aging serum and anti-aging oils. So my thought process was, it's not going to do any harm, is it? I know it's designed for those delicate areas under your eyes. And again, just one little squirt is more than enough to put. I mean, even like I said, even one squirt is a lot. And the upward motions, really, you don't want to bring your skin down. Want upward motions. And I've been doing this twice a day. And I've noticed a significant difference in my skin. And I will be purchasing some of this for myself. So even though I was sent it for free, I will continue using it. I'm always a little bit dubious about these things that say anti-wrinkle, collagen producing. I'm like, I'm not a beauty vlogger, as you know, so I always find it a little bit too good to be true. So having had something sent to me for free that I can try has actually been beneficial to me, because now I will continue to try this product and use this product, because I feel it's made a huge difference to my skin. There's not the crow's feet that I had. There's not the bags underneath that I had. What I used to have was very tired sort of marks under my eyes, and those seem to have gone as well. What it does say, which I wasn't expecting, is that you're not to make any huge facial expressions for about 5 minutes afterwards. And I wonder if that's because it's moisturising it and it doesn't want to create new lines, maybe. I don't know, so you have to for about 5 minutes. In fairness, I've literally just got on about my day, but if you were doing it correctly. These are all plant-based. They are not tested on animals. I'm quite hot on the kind of ethics behind products that I use. There's a lot of things that I won't use because of the animal testing, and I prefer the plant-based natural products as well. And this meets all of those criteria. This is something you'd like to try. I have a code for you that you can try for your first purchase, and it will get you a discount as well. I've got myself some new mics. The problem with the mics is the bit that goes on the bottom here tends to break. It's because I use it on my phone. Pulling in and out, I think it tends to be a bit of a design flaw in these, that they're not maybe stuck in as well as they could be. But I'm trying a different brand to the one that I have used in the past, but the same setup. Had good reviews. It's got the little fluffy bits on the top. So I'm hoping when I'm out walking, it will improve the sound that you hear with less wind noise. The wind noise reduction on the editing is fine, but it also takes away the atmospheric sounds, which is not really what we want. So yeah, this is the brand that I'm using. And so far, I've not edited with it yet, but so far with the tests I've done today, I'm quite impressed with it. So I will stick a link for that in the description as well. Right, I need to put some makeup on, and then I might make a cup of tea and sit down and do a jigsaw puzzle. I've still got my puzzle that I'm working on, and I've got about an hour before I need to actually hit the road, go out to get my glasses that I left at Joseph's. I could do some puzzle, couldn't I? Should we do that? Let's get some makeup on. I couldn't even remember what puzzle I was doing. Doing that one. So I've got half an hour now because I faffed around, put my makeup on and making a cup of tea. A nice cup of tea. Got myself some of these Nen OT gluten-free biscuits. Chocolate and orange, I think those ones are, or they might just be chocolate chip. Yeah, let me show you where I am at on this puzzle, and we'll get back into it for half an hour. There's a lot of similarities in pieces. It's like a repeating pattern, so I'm having to pick bits out, and then there are various areas, but it could be, I mean, it's not completely repeating. If you look at, like, you'd think this and this were the same, but they're actually going at different angles. But things like these are very, very similar. And these are very similar, slightly different colouring, but it makes it more tricky than would normally be in just a standard picture. This is the Mother's Day card that I got from my mum. It's got a magnolia plant, and then it's got beautiful birds on it. And she sits and watches the birds in her magnolia bush in the garden. So I thought it was appropriate. That's where I get mobbed. Right, wee-wees, get down. Wee-wees. Ooh, I have things. What do I have? They've made, oh, I've got my money. I'm not really into latte. That's very sweet of them. I'm going to let Kenzie have that. And what have I got here? Oh, cake. Does look like they've been baking, I have to say. Oh, yes. A cup of tea, I think I might have, and a piece of cake. That pretty amazing. And Joseph and his mum and dad got me this honorary Mother's Day gift, a dog mum cup. So I'm going to give it a wash. I'm going to make my tea in that. Enjoy that amazing piece of cake. So the thing to note is that you need to make sure you turn your microphone on when you're filming with a microphone. And I didn't. I was just saying here that this cake looked amazing. And I was going to eat it in peace and quiet while the dogs were outside having a wee. And I did. And look, that's me going, yum, yum. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. The one thing I do need to remember is to make sure I turn the mic on the actual lapel mic itself, because I've got caught out twice already today. So I'm going to have to do some voiceovers on those little parts. There's nothing serious, nothing like long-winded and chatty. Excuse me, I've got hiccups now from having the cake, or sort of burples from having the cake. I pulled up at my parents' and I'm just going to take my stuff in and go see my mum for Mother's Day. Very heavy, Brendan. And it would appear that the microphone doesn't tell you when it's run out either. So here you can see it started and then it just died, and I had no idea it had died. This is me opening my gift from Brendan. Had a very nice card from him. That was my mum's dog, Molly, that you saw there. So that was me thanking him for my very nice card. And I was saying I thought it said something about a tree gift. And then I reread it and realised it actually was the word the, and he was laughing because he says his writing isn't very clear. And he did look very confused when I said a tree gift. So, yeah, we were then joking about the fact, well, it was wrapped in trees, and, you know, the Amazon box was made of cardboard, which was trees. So technically there was a tree box, a tree gift. Anyway, I opened it up and I'd got some lovely bath salts, which I adore, and I get through them. And then one of my favourite chocolates, Ferrero Rocher. So I thanked him profusely for his lovely gifts, and then went over and gave him a huge big squidge before going to help prep the food for our lunchtime get together. And again, I was totally unaware of the fact that the microphone had run out. So I'm filming all of this and the microphone is not on. So this was all the food that we had brought. It was a bit of a bring and share lunch. Jackie had made these wonderful chocolate brownies and these tartlets. I actually thought Georgia had made the tartlets, but it turns out she hadn't, because she seemed to know a lot about them. And it apparently was because she had had this conversation with Jackie. So she knew what was in them, because I thought, this is me saying that I thought she had made them. She'd go, no. Jackie and I had a conversation, which is why I knew what was in them. And she said they were made with very orange eggs with very orange yolks. It was a very delicious feast. And then these were the sandwiches that Jackie had made with gluten-free bread. A lot of us are gluten-free. My mum's also vegetarian, well, pescatarian. And then this is my family, my boys, teaching Jasper how to use his Raspberry Pi thing. It's 5 to 6 now, and I've been at home doing my puzzle for a little bit. We've had a great time over at my mum and dad's. Really nice to get together with the family, you know, see my boy. Because those of you who don't know, Brendan lives with my parents. We've only got a 2-bedroom house, and, you know, they had bunk beds, and he's now 22 and Kenzie's 18, and he moved out about a year and a half ago. So, well, actually nearly 2 years ago. And it's done him the world of good. You know, he's thriving. So it's really good to spend some time with him, and obviously spend time with my parents and celebrate Mother's Day. We had a really nice bring and share meal. I have brought dinner with me for tonight, but I don't think I'm going to need it. We'll see. And I also brought a selection of fruit. I have eaten so much today. And yeah, I'm about to go babysitting. So I will probably come back to you at some point this evening when the kids have gone to bed and just touch base before I close the vlog for the evening. I'm currently babysitting. Well, actually, young man sitting, I think, is a fairer phrase. Yeah. You're too old to be babies. We've just opened this pizza and look how beautifully, what would you call that? Symmetrically sort of perfectly shared out bits of pepperoni on that pizza. Normally it's a big old mess and you have to move them around, but somebody took pride on making that pizza. What is it? Goodfellas. It does look exactly like the one on the box. Attention to detail.